Let's move into the next topic of this lesson, which is changing our mixed radicals into entire radicals. So we want to take this coefficient number that is 3 outside, and we want it back inside as a radicand. So we're going from a mixed radical back into as an entire radical. This is probably one of the easiest things to do when it's changing formats. So when you're trying to take back a number in, remember in this case it was a square root. So this number must have been a perfect square inside. So when the 3 goes back in underneath the square root, it will get squared. So just follow the index. If it's a square, then take your coefficient inside and square it. So this will give you 9. And then we're kind of working backwards. So this is, again, there's a 9 here. The number 7 is already there as a radicand. Then we're just going to multiply these two together. And this is going to give us altogether 63. So the radicand ends up becoming 63. So 3 square root 7 is the same as square root 63. The exact same thing will happen with the cube roots. And there's your favorite fractions, but the idea is the same. When this coefficient 1 over 2 decides to go back inside, it will get cubed. Okay, so let's work on that over here. So when something gets cubed and it's a fraction, it just means 1 cubed is 1, and then 2 cubed is 8. And along with that, we had 160. And because I'm dealing with fraction, I like to write my whole numbers over 1 all the time. Because sometimes when I write it just like this, there's a confusion that happens that this 160 needs to be multiplied both by 1 or 8. That's a wrong thing to do, remember? So if you are dealing with fractions and whole numbers together, just write your whole numbers all over 1. That way you can clearly see that this is a numerator. So it will be 1 times 160. And this is 8 times 1. So you can probably shorten this process, but I'm just kind of giving all the steps out. And this will then give you altogether, it comes out to be 20, because 180 divided by 8 is 20. And now you have changed your mixed radical into an entire radical. Okay? Hopefully these little videos have kind of helped you set up and you're able to do the lesson number 1. And moving forward, coming with Friday's class, we should be able to introduce the other topics and review any issues that came up with the rest of the lessons that you are covering on the flex days. Okay, good luck, guys.